I'm the realest. I can't put my trust in you, no feelings. I look like my new car, no ceilings. I just run my racks up, I'm sprinting. And she tryna fall in love, but I'm on the money mission. I just wanna run it up, I just wanna count the dishes.
What's up, y'all? As you can already tell from the title, today I will be installing this wig and giving y'all a story time of why I was hospitalized for 2 weeks. Yes, girl, I said it. 2 weeks I had to be in the hospital for surgery, but I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know. Of course, I'm gonna tell y'all the story while I'm doing these wigs. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're old here and you haven't subscribed, I love you. But why haven't you subscribed, sister? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and leave me some comments. This story will be all over the place because one, I'm still in recovery, so my memory is kind of just all over the place. Two, I'm still in recovery, so I can barely talk or breathe, so I'm gonna have to take a couple of breaks. And then three, I'm still in recovery, so me sitting in this chair, I'm gonna be in a little bit of pain, so again, I'm gonna have to take a couple of breaks. Now, let's hop into the video. Alright, y'all, so it all started on Saturday, January the 13th. I was at work and everything was honestly going good. Literally, as soon as we was leaving the station, I had started hurting. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm finna try to eat me something and then I'm gonna take me ibuprofen, see what happens. So I had a little snack to eat or whatever, took me ibuprofen. The pain had started to settle down. Now, mind you, I had just started my cycle the day before, which was Friday. So I'm like, this ain't nothing but, some regular cycle pain. So I wasn't thinking too much of it. That's why I was just like, let me eat some, take my ibuprofen, and keep on going. So a couple hours after I had took the first ibuprofen, I started hurting again. I had real bad cramp. So I usually take 2 800 milligram ibuprofens. But all I had in my work bag at the time was 2 400 milligram ibuprofens. So I had took the first 400 in the morning, and so then I started hurting again. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and pull over for lunch, take this second ibuprofen. Hopefully that does the trick, right? Got me some Milos, took the ibuprofen, and that one literally did nothing for me. Like, I was in so much pain. So I called my mama and I was like, I might need you to bring me some ibuprofen to one of these houses a little bit later, because I went to lunch around like 1. So I called her around like 2. I was like, you ain't gotta bring it to like 4, but I'm gonna need something because I'm still in pain. So she like, okay, cool, whatever. But the pain just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Like, it was getting so bad to the point I could barely breathe or even continue to hop in and out the truck. Like, it was horrible. I ended up calling dispatch and I was like, y'all gonna have to get me off this road. Like, I just cannot do it. Like, usually I'm able to push through the pain. And so once, like, I started being able to, like, not breathe and barely could walk and I couldn't push through the pain like I usually do, I was like, nah, I gotta get off the road. So I called them. They told me to go ahead and bring the truck back. They was just gonna get somebody else to finish my route. I called my mama. I told her, don't worry about, like, trying to meet me with no medicine, because I gotta get off the road. Like, I am in too much pain. By the time I got back to the station, I was letting the dispatch know what was going on. I was telling him, like, I do have really bad, like, cycles and stuff. Like, it does cause me to not be able to work sometimes, but I got medicine at home. I just didn't have the medicine, the correct medicine in my bag today to get through it. So I was like, okay, I was letting him know, like, I might be able to come to work tomorrow, I might not be able to come to work tomorrow. I'm finna go home, take my medicine, and then see where that leads me. So he was like, okay, cool. They got me switched out with the person that was gonna finish my route and stuff. And then he sent me on by my way. By the time I got home, my mama wasn't here. I think Tori had like dance practice that day or something. So I came in the house and I ate some food. And then I can't remember if I went to sleep or what. But by the time my mama got home, the pain still had not like subsided. It had not like gotten better or nothing. So I was telling her like I'm in so much pain. I could barely walk. I could barely breathe. Like this, I'm hurting. So about 8, 9 o'clock that night, we ended up going to the emergency room because I swear y'all, it was getting so bad. Like it was getting so bad. Like I couldn't do nothing but scream. Literally, I was screaming in pain. Like it was that bad. So we in the emergency room. You know, once you get there, they asking you all these questions, trying to figure out what's wrong and whatnot, letting the people know. And so they sent me to the waiting room. Yeah, I was in the waiting room for 3 hours, from 9 o'clock to like midnight, maybe 1 o'clock. Literally in the emergency room, hollering, screaming, like screaming, literally screaming. Everybody looking at me crazy. I don't give up. Girl, I was hurting so bad. Like I couldn't do nothing but scream. That's all I could do because shoot, I didn't know what else to do. Hell, it was that bad. It really was. My mom was even telling me, like, she's like, to me, it's other people in here. Like, you gotta stop screaming. And I literally told her, Mom, I don't give a fuck about these people. Like, girl, I was in so much pain. Like, talk about some of these other people in here. I could give a rat's right now, Keisha. Okay? They need to come get me now. By the time they pulled me to the back and whatever, they started taking labs and stuff. I can't really remember like what was going on because at that point I was just finally happy to be going to the back to be seen because girl, I need to know what's happening with me right now. Yeah. I was at the hospital from 9 o'clock that night to freaking 3 p.m. on Sunday. Okay? And then they finally sent me home on Sunday. I was still in pain. So it's like, why are you sending me home and I'm still in pain? I don't know why they did that mess. I don't know, but I know I was annoyed. Every Sunday we go to my grandma's house because they cook every Sunday. Like, it's not a Sunday that they not gonna cook. But I told my mama, I was like, take me home. Like, I'm just gonna go lay down. I can't go down there. I don't feel up to it. So just take me home. So they brought me home. And then they went down to my grandma's house to get them some food and stuff and to chill or whatever. By the time they was getting back from my grandma's house, I was waking up from a nap. So I was able to sleep. Once I had got home from the emergency room, I took me a little nap. And that was the last time. I remember this so vividly because I am a stomach sleeper. And once I got home from the emergency room Sunday, that was the last time I was ever able to honestly sleep on my stomach, any of that. They get back Sunday evening or whatever. And stuff was, I mean, it was pretty normal, but it wasn't all the way normal. Like, I was still in pain and stuff. So they was just letting me chill out. Sunday night through Monday morning, I was literally going from a weird position in my bed to the couch to the freaking bathroom floor trying to find the most comfortable spot so that I could give me some rest because it was that bad. Like, I was not sleeping no more. I wasn't comfortable no more. I couldn't do nothing. When I say I could not do nothing, I could not do nothing. I probably went from the bed to the couch to the bathroom floor about 15 cycles. Literally, I was just up and kept moving, trying to get comfortable somewhere. Now, anybody in my family that know me, once I get sick, the bathroom floor is my comfort spot. I can't even lie. Say what you want to say about me, but I don't care. Like, I think it's because we got tile, so it's always cold, and I would prefer to be cold than hot when I'm sick because my body temperature, the way my body works, if I get too hot, I start having hot flashes and I get I get nauseous, and then I will fall out. So I like to stay cool when I'm sick. So the bathroom floor is like my holy grail. So don't judge me. That was not working. I wasn't getting no rest, none of that. So Monday morning come, and then my daddy asked me, did I want anything to eat? I told him to bring me a smoothie from McDonald's, and he ended up bringing me a smoothie and some oatmeal. So I was able to drink the smoothie. I was not able to eat the oatmeal. The day passes by, the day keep going or whatever. I still haven't ate. The sickness is getting worse and worse. What's that?
Wow, the pressure is getting worse.
Girl, it was horrible. Okay, so it was. My mom was like, try to eat like something. So I was trying to eat the doggone oatmeal. I couldn't eat it. I literally took like 3 bites of it, and I was like, nah, this is not gonna cut it. So then she had some chicken noodle soup from Chick-fil-A that she was trying to save from work, and I was like, please let me try that, because everybody knows, like chicken noodle soup, that's a holy grail too. So I'm like, okay, please let me try that. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna give you my soup, girl, but I've been saving this soup for work, so don't mess up my soup, girl. I'm like, okay, cool beans, whatever. Can't even lie to you. Soup messed over, girl. I could not eat it. I could not eat it. I was so sick. I could not eat it. So then I was just getting more and more nauseous. It was getting horrible, y'all. Like, oh, it was so bad. So I had this can of Buffalo Rock ginger ale that my grandma had gave me, and she had told me Buffalo Rock is supposed to help with nausea or whatever, and I was super nauseous. So I was trying to drink that. Man, why I started drinking the Buffalo Rock and started throwing up. So my mama come in the room and she's like, what is going on? And I'm like, girl, I'm throwing up the drink. She look in the bucket that I'm throwing up in. She's like, what is this? Like, what have you eaten? What have you drunk? I was like, I haven't drunk nothing but the Buffalo Rock. And so y'all know Buffalo Rock is kind of like brownish, but my mom is a nurse also. But she look in the bucket, she like, this ain't Buffalo Rock. This is not ginger ale. Mind y'all, I'm in the worst pain of my life right now. Do y'all know what this woman did? Her and my sister done dragged me up the steps, y'all, literally. Cause I couldn't barely walk and stuff. They literally dragged me up the steps, y'all. It hurted so bad. If you also know me, you know I'm not going to the doctor for nothing. I hate them people. I hate the doctor. And if it was up to me, I would not be here making this video right now. I would have been dead because I wouldn't have went to the doctor, especially after they had just sent me home like 12 hours before this. Like, I'm not going back in there. So my mama and my sister dragged my ass up the steps. And once I got up the steps, my daddy had to literally carry me to the car. Because once again, I could not walk. Excuse me, I'm getting that little pain. Back to the doggone emergency room we go, y'all. My dad didn't pick me up out the car, put me in a wheelchair. We go in there. My mama is screaming at them folks. because we just left this doggone place 12 hours ago, and here we are back again. She's like, we not finna sit in this waiting room. We not finna do none of this. I don't want to answer no questions, none of this. Get us to the back ASAP. Because apparently I was throwing up bowel. Throwing up my intestines and stuff. I don't know, girl. I don't know. So after she done cussed everybody out, they bring me to the back. Once again, back there in the waiting in the room, they started running tests and stuff again. Y'all know what these people said? My labs had done tripled, not doubled, not even went up a quarter of an inch, of a mile, whatever. Them things had done tripled from Saturday when I first went to the doctor to Monday when I'm back in the emergency room on January the 15th. So once they got the labs back and stuff, they was like, call your mama in here. We're immediately going into surgery. So I'm like, what again? Immediately at that, like, I hate the doctor so bad. The passion that I have for hating the doctor is so strong. I mean this when I say that. Why do a have to go through so much when we go to the doctor and tell y'all it's something wrong with us, and y'all just want to get us out y'all face? Like, why do we have to go through that? Why do we have to experience all this foolishness? Like, why y'all just can't listen to us the first time when we tell y'all we in pain? You feel me? Like, I don't understand that. My mama was like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Y'all, after that, I don't remember nothing, honestly. And this is like the God honest truth. I remember them saying we was going into surgery, and then I didn't wake up for the next 2 to 3 days. And that's all I know. And when I finally did wake up, I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday, and I thought I was dying. Because, let me tell you, they had to put a big old tube down my throat. I had a, where is it? Like right here. I had a tube going into my neck right here. And then I also had a tube going into my nose, down into my, was it my stomach, my chest, something. In my nose, y'all. I had tubes every fucking where. I had IVs, and I had to have a catheter. I think that's what it's called, which means that's where they put the little tube in me so I can go to the restroom without going to the restroom on myself or having to get out the bed because I couldn't walk. It was really horrible for me. If you know me, like, once I just told y'all I don't like the doctor. I don't condone none of that foolishness. So when I woke up, I really started tripping because my throat was hurting so bad. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I definitely couldn't talk. Thank God my mama was there, because if I would have woke up and looked around that room and nobody wouldn't have been there, I probably would have started snatching shit out of me. And that's just me being honest with you. So, that was that. And then they started letting me know what was, going on and stuff. And they was trying to get me to calm down. So, apparently what had happened was, my intestines strangled my bowel. Which a lot of people still don't know how that happens, what causes stuff like that. I did a little research. They say it's from like previous surgeries. So a couple people may know that I had my appendix removed back in 2021. That was my first surgery. And once again, have to go through a lot, because since I had my appendix removed, I've always told these folks that I've still been in pain. Like, the pain wasn't as bad as it was then, but I'm still in pain in the same area. It's mild, but it's still pain. And they would always tell me it could be from scar tissue, but they never told me that the scar tissue could just get so bad to where my intestines start strangling my bowel. And that's what Google told me. I don't typically trust Google, because Google done told me I done been through menopause and Alzheimer's and all that other kind of crap. So I usually don't trust them, but this go around, I think I'm gonna trust them, because I've been telling these folks that, and they have not listened to me. They clearly have not listened to me, because I've been saying this, that I've been in pain. So that is apparently what happened with my intestines and whatnot. Girl. Then they wouldn't let me eat nothing. Y'all, I could not eat for 2 weeks. Do y'all see how this shirt is fitting on me? I had just bought this shirt probably like a week or two before I went in the hospital. Look at this. Look at this. It don't even fit how it's supposed to fit. Because I lost a full 20 pounds from not being able to eat. Like, traumatized. I think like the second to last day of me being in ICU, they finally put me on clear liquids. So they brought me some water and they brought me a Sprite. Oh my God, y'all. I had been waiting on that Sprite for so doggone long. Since I woke up. Y'all know what that Sprite did to me? It made me throw up. Girl, that hurted so bad. Oh my gosh, like, you know how it feel when you've been out drinking too much and you probably don't have no food on your stomach, so the next morning you wake up and you start throwing up your stomach lining and it hurts? It was worse than that. It literally was worse than that, y'all. So then, though, I think it may have been the day after that, but I was finally getting moved out of ICU. And I was so sad, because I was, at that point, I was building relationships with all my caretakers and nurses and stuff, so I didn't want to leave ICU, honestly, but leave ICU, that, you know, that just means you're getting better, so whatever. Finally go to the recovery side of the hospital. I hated it over there. The recovery side was so... It was hard. Like, I didn't feel like the nurses was as nice as they was in the ICU. The caretakers was cool. They was coming in there every 2 to 3 hours bothering me. And I know that's their job, but it was like I already wasn't getting no rest. It was getting on my nerves so bad. I was so annoyed with them. Then, like, I had to ask, like, when am I gonna get a shower? Are y'all gonna bring me like a toothbrush? I had to ask all that in the ICU. They was coming in there. You ready for me to clean you? You ready for a bath? You ready to brush your teeth? Like, even like some students who was like in training came to my room in the ICU and they colored with me. It wasn't giving that in recovery, and I just hated it so bad. And then also, like, mind you, I was on clear liquid diet, and all I wanted was chicken broth. They were sending me everything but chicken broth. Vegetable broth, cream of chicken soup, beef broth. That is disgusting. And it tastes like sea salt water. Why would you send me this? And you know my stomach already messed up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Also in ICU is when they took off my little patch that was covering my incision. Girl, I don't like to see all that kind of stuff. Y'all, 30 staples plus stitches on the inside. Are you kidding me right now? Is this for real? Please say like. I can't believe it, Jesus.
I can't believe it, Jesus.
Y'all, 30 staples for real? I kept looking at my stomach like, is you serious right now? And then my mama and them gonna make a joke, talk about something. She ain't gonna do nothing but cover it up with a tattoo. I ain't gonna do that though. So yes, y'all, they had to remove 5.5 feet of dead bowel from my stomach. That's what resulted in the 30 staples, because the lady was like, and also 2 surgeries instead of 1. Because the lady was like, yeah, she cut in me one time. And then once she got in me, she was like, oh my gosh, it's deeper than I expected. So they had to go back in me and cut deeper to get the rest of the stuff out. And this goes back to me saying, you know your body, okay? Like, if you've been telling somebody, your doctors, that you're not feeling well and you feel like this and you feel like that, and they keep playing you off, you go to another doctor. Keep going to doctors until you can't go to no doctors no more. Because honestly, y'all, I done been to like 3 different doctors, and I still ended up in this doggone predicament. So just don't let them downplay you like it's nothing, because these are serious situations. Okay, so like back to the recovery part though, like while I was in the hospital, y'all, like I was saying, they was giving me all type of foods that I was not asking for, you know, like, oh yeah, not to mention, they didn't even bring me a tray one night. Literally, like, I'm sitting here waiting on my dinner tray. That motherfucker never came. It was like 9, 10 o'clock at night. My dad literally had to go to the store and buy me some chicken broth and bring it up to the hospital so I could drink that, because they did not bring me a tray, and my mama was mad as F. Especially given the fact that 1, I haven't eaten in 2 weeks. 2, I'm on all this heavy medication, and I already be having nausea problems and stuff. I've already thrown up once, like twice actually. Girl, I hated recovery. It was just so bad. It was horrible. PT was coming around making me walk and stuff. So like one day I had went on the walk, because they want you to try to get up and walk every day so you can get back strong and heal and all that stuff. So I'm trying to do what they need me to do and what they want me to do. I had just went on the walk, but my breakfast hadn't came in yet, so I didn't want to take my medicine because I already know how my body is. I would have been sick. Y'all, I went on the walk and then I started hurting, y'all. So I was hurting so bad, I had to go ahead and ask the doggone nurse. I'm like, bro, just go ahead and bring the medicine because it's getting too bad. Man, I took that damn Oxy. Once again, my ass is in there throwing up, y'all. I wish I could really explain to y'all, like, how bad it feels when you got your stomach cut from below your belly button to above your belly button, and you got 30 trauma. All I can do is cry. And mind you, this is still like, I still ain't got my tray. And at that point, once I did get the tray, I didn't want to eat no more because of the simple fact that I had to just threw up. Like, I didn't have no more appetite or nothing. It was absolutely horrendous, y'all. Like, I didn't eat for like a day and a half after that, or take no medicine, because I was simply terrified that I was gonna be throwing up again, and that's not something that I was looking forward to. I just hated it, honestly. Like, the whole process, I still hate it. Even now being home, like, I still can't do a lot I'm on restriction until the middle of April, beginning of May. Like, it's horrible. And when I was in the doctor, the last 3 days I was in the doctor, they had put me on a regular food diet, which kind of pissed me off because, mind you, I'm starving, but I can't eat. Like, they have removed 5.5 to 6 feet of my small intestines. So my stomach is in all type of scramble. So once they started bringing like real food into my room, like some of the smells would make me nauseous. Like even when I was in ICU, my sister would come stay with me at nighttime and she would bring her food in there and I would make her go sit in the waiting room and eat, because one, you're not finna eat in my face and I can't eat, no. And then two, some of the food will be just making me so sick. So I'm like, nah, you gotta get up out of here. So once they changed my diet to a regular diet in the doggone recovery rooms, I was honestly kind of mad because they didn't tell me, first of all. And two, I couldn't eat it because my stomach was freaking doing the Watusi. I just feel like they trying to sabotage me anyway. Yeah, and like, cause I was already telling them like I could drink like a sip of water and my stomach would feel like it was going into knots. Like it would feel like it would ball up and then it would just be twisting up into a knot. So girl, they had, after they changed my diet, they had bought me some spaghetti one day, bro. I was so excited for that spaghetti, y'all. I had been wanting spaghetti for like months, maybe like a year. Lasagna and spaghetti, I had already been asking for that before the thought of being sick ever even started to occur. So when they said spaghetti was on the menu, I was a little bit excited. I got that doggone spaghetti, and I kid you not, y'all, I literally took one, it wasn't even a bite. I had a noodle that was this big. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. I ate a noodle that was this big and my stomach felt like it was caving in on me. So I was upset about that. It was back to my chicken broth. When the PT people used to come in, they used to get on my nerves so bad, and it wasn't because they was doing their job. It's just, why you gotta wake me up out of my sleep for this nonsense? Like I'm already not getting no rest. The nurses in what their name is, PCTs already coming in here every 2 to 3 hours to talk to me and bother me. Why are y'all in here knocking on my door, bothering me, talking about walking around at 7, 8 in the morning? Please get out my face for real. Like, come back at 10. Come back at 10. But the good thing about it though was, like, I felt like I really didn't need PT because I was walking around the doggone unit, and honestly, when one of the PT folks had came through and we was walking around, he was laughing at me because he was like, you're walking with this walker, but I mean, you using the doggone walker wrong, so you don't even need that. And I was like, well, shoot, I mean, how you supposed to use it? Apparently you supposed to like drag the walker. But me, I was picking up the back end of the walker and just using the wheels in the front because, one, I didn't want to hear that walker dragging everywhere, but it was just the wrong height for me at the time. And two, besides not wanting to hear it dragging everywhere, I genuinely thought that's how the walker was supposed to be used. It was like, yeah, I was really here to see like if you was gonna need the walker at home, but like You're not even using the walker. You walking the walker not walking you. So I'm just like, okay then. That's that. Like, if I don't need it, cool beans, great. I kind of knew I didn't need that anyway. So after he had told me that, I had stopped using the walker, period. But it was still kind of like having me winded and stuff. Shoot, even still right now, I'm winded. Like, that, like, girl. All this talking, when I get done, I'm definitely going to lay down. Like, my back is killing me. It's just a lot, y'all, for real. I've been trying to record this video for 3 days. That's how much of a hassle and like how much energy and stuff that I have to put into my body to get this out. So yeah, y'all, I was in the doggone hospital for a total of 2 doggone weeks. Sitting in the hospital is just a matter of like, what should my progress look like? You know, like, am I even making progress? Especially with the way, like, I kept trying to eat and the food was not even the food. Like I said, I literally was taking like sips of water and my stomach was feeling like it was just balling up and gonna freaking give out on me. I didn't start righteous eating actual food. Get down. Literally until the day before they released me. Like, and it wasn't even like a whole lot of food. I'm saying like actual food. I had some vegetable soup the night before they released me. That was the first time I was actually like able to eat some of the vegetables, some of the noodles and everything, girl. It was a lot. And then now, even that I'm home, I still can't eat how I want to. Like, I'll maybe eat a couple of bites of my food and then I have to sit it down because my stomach cannot handle all of it. But that was when I first got home. Now though, I've been home about 2 weeks. I'm able to eat just a little bit more, but I actually have to go to the doctor again next Wednesday on Valentine's Day. So they're gonna check on me, make sure everything going good. I think it's going good. Like I said, I still have my days where I'm in pain a little bit, but it's nothing compared to what it was when I was actually still in the hospital. So I'm grateful for that. So grateful that the Lord has blessed me to continue on with life, you know? Like, cause seriously, like, when I said it earlier, if it was up to me and I would have just not went to the doggone doctor, I definitely would have been dead right now. Like, that wasn't me playing. That was like real facts. Because that junk would have killed me. If my intestines and stuff would have took me out. That's not funny, but I can laugh about it now, you know? Thanks to my mother, my sister, my father, all my family. You know, I'm still here. They don't listen to me when I be telling them to leave me alone. So, every time they will drag me out the house. So, moral of my story is, if you feel like your body is telling you something and the doctors are telling you different, listen to your body, go and see more than one doctor and continue to press the situation. So you don't end up, you might still end up spending some time in the hospital, but so it don't be to the extent that mine was, you know, almost deadly. Cause yeah, I spent 2 doggone weeks in the hospital. I'm still going through recovery right now. Like I said, I'm gonna be on restrictions until the middle of April, the doggone beginning of May. Like, it's hard out here for a pimp, hunty. So just stay on top of everything. Make sure you're taking care of your body and listening to what it's telling you. Because, you know, you only get one body. You only live once. So you definitely need to watch out for these type of accidents that could happen and stuff like that. Another thing I want to touch on is I got this wig from Amazon for $45. I think it's a 20-inch, but I'm not sure. It's not really much hair up in the frontal part, so my space buns kind of look like girl, I don't know what to call them. And they lopsided, so that's besides the point. But it was $45, girl. Get y'all a wig, okay? Like, seriously. The lace isn't too bad and all that, so y'all definitely should go spend that $45. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Again, I want to apologize for it being all over the place. Like I said in the beginning, this is still like ongoing in my life, so I have more memories and more things happening as days go on, so everything is kind of still a blur to me. Like, it's still like, oh my gosh, I had 30 staples in my stomach, you know, like I'm still trying to get used to all of this. But I do hope y'all enjoyed this video and hope y'all understood for the most part where I was coming from and understood for the most part the storyline and what was going on. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video, because now that I'm out of the hospital, I have so much to do with y'all. Like, I have so much to share, so many plans, and my birthday is in the next 2 weeks. So I think my doctor said I'll be able to start driving around that time, so we will have a calm, cool, and collected birthday video coming as well. So y'all just bear with me. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some things that y'all would like to see. Let me know how y'all enjoyed this video and this story time. I do have more story times to tell, but those will be way less chaotic than this, because I'm gonna write it down first before I get the recording. This one I was just really just trying to be able to get in and get out, put this wig on at the same time, because like I said, I've honestly been trying to record this video for the past 3 days, but given the fact that I'm still in recovery, it's kind of hard, because I still be in pain and stuff. It's still a lot going on, so I just hope y'all bear with me. But nonetheless, the end of this video is now. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later.